Everyone, let us study the part 2 of the gingiva from periodontics. We have to study in last lecture about the various anatomical parts of the gingiva, the types of a gingiva, and their width of the gingiva. Also, the probe of the gingiva, gingival sulcus, as well as the microscopic features we have to discuss in this lecture. Microscopic features of the gingiva. There are three types of a gingiva is present. Outer oral epithelium, then second is the sulcular epithelium, and third is the junctional epithelium. We have seen earlier that this is the tooth, this is the gingival sulcus, marginal gingiva, and this is the alveolar bone. Alveolar bone, groove, marginal gingival groove, marginal gingiva, attached gingiva. Here is the mucogingival junction and alveolar gingiva. So there is a presence of a junctional epithelium here. This junctional epithelium, microscopically, we have to study. This junctional epithelium is also called as a epithelium attachment or epithelium curve. This junctional epithelium is present of the apical end of the base of the sulcus. It is made up of keratinocytes only. Keratinocytes. It having a unique feature that it contain a two basal lamina. Two basal lamina. First is the external basal lamina, and second is the internal basal lamina. External basal lamina, junctional epithelium is attached to the gingival connective tissue by the external basal lamina, and in internal basal lamina, junctional epithelium is attached to the tooth by the internal basal lamina. Here junctional epithelium is present. It has a main characteristic feature, that is it contains a two basal lamina, external and internal one. External junctional epithelium is attached to the gingival tissues by the external lamina and to the tooth by the internal lamina. So the connection between the cell to the basement membrane, connection between the cell to the basement membrane is called as is by the hemidesmosome. Hemidesmosomes. And the connection between the two cells, cell to cell connection, is by the desmosomes. What is the length of the junctional epithelium? The length of the junctional epithelium is 0.25 to 1.35 mm. That is approximately 0.9 mm. It is the junctional epithelium length. So other point is the in this the 3 to 4 layers thick in the early life. Junctional epithelium is 3 to 4 layers thick in early life. As age increases, the cell layer also increases. Age increases, cell layer of junctional epithelium also increases. There are another entity, that is the dentogingival unit. Dentogingival unit. What is meant by dentogingival unit? The junctional epithelium plus the gingival fibers are called as the dentogingival unit. Junctional epithelium plus gingival fibers. Then basement membrane. Basement membrane is 300 Armstrong to 400 Armstrong thick. It has a two parts. First is the lamina lucida and second is the lamina densa. In lamina lucida there is the laminin present, and in the lamina densa there is a collagen type 4 is present, and anchoring fibrils type 7 is present in the basement membrane. Another entity is the gingival fibers. We have to discuss this in third part of our gingival video. So stay tuned. Happy studying.